Our seventh speaker of the night, we end with Tim Corrigan, who has a real treat for us, I think. There are too many sevens in film to do just one. So he's going to do 7 minutes on 7 films. Can I do the whole title?
Yeah, it's changed.
Oh, it's changed? This is the title as of before. It'll change. 7 minutes on 7 films with 7 lessons about sex and love through 7 decades of film history, 1937 to 1997. Here's Tim Corrigan.
Thanks, Jessica. Jessica inspired this. It actually hasn't changed that much. And, you know, being professorial, this is a pedagogical moment for all of you here. And I'll just repeat this here. This is 7 minutes on 7 films with 7 in the title, with 7 lessons about sex, love, and children through 7 decades of film history, 1937 to 1997. So if you've never taken a film history course, this will teach you all you need to know about film history. You'll also get a really important dose of cultural history along the way, and you'll learn about sex, love, and children too. But this is not a typical lecture. This is an interactive lecture. In fact, because this is April, and what do we have, 2 weeks left in the semester, think of it as a kind of oral exam for all of you, okay? So get ready, all right? You've got the parameters, sex, love, and children, 1937 to 1997, okay? So I'm going to run through 7 lines from 7 different films, 7 really key quotes, which really summarize society, that period, that film, whatever. You must identify the film, okay? I've brought my capable associate, Nicola Gentili, who's the Associate Director of Cinema Studies. He will measure the winners. The person who actually gets the most will have unlimited access to our candy jar in Cinema Studies, which is quite significant. 7 different kinds, 209 Fisher Bennett. Are we ready? Okay, let's begin. If you know it, say it at any point, and it's first come, first served. Some of these are obvious, some of them not so, okay? And off we go. If you let me stay, I'll keep house for you. I'll wash and sew and sweep and cook. Yes. Okay. Moving on. Somehow it just doesn't seem fitting for a man to spend his wedding night in a tree. They're getting tougher, aren't they? Somehow it just doesn't seem fitting for a man to spend his wedding night. Bingo! Okay. Moving on through the decades. I think it's just elegant to have an imagination. I just have no imagination at all. I have lots of other things, but no imagination.
7-year itch.
Yes. You guys are good. Though they are getting harder here. Now we get to my favorite. Love is the blackest of all plagues. If one could die of it, there would be some pleasure in love, but you don't die of it. You know, they're all romantics out here.
7 Seal.
Yes, got it. 7 Seal. Bergman on love. Moving along here. My favorite movie as a child. Farmers talk of nothing but fertilizer and women. I've never shared their enthusiasm for fertilizer. As for women, I became indifferent when I was 83. Do we need a clue? Let's give a date here. 1960. The right track, not 7 Samurai. The Magnificent 7. Okay, good. All right. All right. Probably the hardest one of them all, number 6 here. When I get married, I don't want to have any children because they're always doing naughty things and making the house untidy. This is a difficult one, I have to say. But it, in some ways, is the most appropriate movie for this event, if you know your film history. British. Doc. No, too difficult, too difficult. I'm going into the archives here. 7 Up, the movie made by part of the series that went 7 Up, 14 Up, and so forth and so forth. Yeah. I had to throw that in because I knew. And lastly, another excellent quote from a movie with 7 in the title. Neighbors heard them screaming at each other, like for 2 hours, and it was nothing new. Then they heard the gun go off, both barrels. Crime of passion. Just look at all that passion on the wall. Yes, okay, thank you. I don't know, Nicole, do we have a winner or not? I think, okay. You're all welcome. You're all welcome to stop by 209 Fisher Bennett for the candy jar. Thank you.